Dragon Ball as a show didn't have the continuation we have now, and it especially didn't have the iconic Super Saiyan 4 that many fans of Dragon Ball GT looked up to. A majority of people would say that the Super Saiyan 4 transformation represented a new peak and a return to the Saiyan basics of brutality, as well as embracing a part of your heritage that was more wild. After all, Goku turned into a Super Saiyan 4 to fight against Baby, and this transformation remains popular especially in other spin-offs and games of Dragon Ball. However, Super Saiyan 4 isn't in Dragon Ball Super, and it's unlikely that the transformation will ever come back. However, why is that the case, and what possible reasons would there be to deny the transformation that was so beloved in GT and deny it altogether in Super? Well, the transformation is an excellent demonstration of strength, and an especially powerful one. The transformation wasn't discovered until after the events of the end of Z, which is to say, this transformation had very specific requirements that required a Saiyan to transform into a golden grade 8, manage to regain their sense in the transformation and push themselves back into condensing the power into the Super Saiyan 4. However, this required a full moon, or at the very least, Blutz waves that would allow for Goku or Vegeta to transform into their golden great ape forms. Because of this necessity, the transformation could theoretically still be achieved if Bulma put enough effort into it. However, Dragon Ball Super first and foremost has always been increasing its scope on a multiversal level, and the ascension to Super Saiyan God, and eventually, Ultra Instinct always provided the fact that Goku and Vegeta would be achieving truly godlike abilities. These abilities don't necessarily dwarf the strength of Super Saiyan 4, but at the same time, it would be a mess to try and include non-canon material into Dragon Ball Super, as some might say. After all, the transformation works differently from the God Ki, Super Saiyan God, and Ultra Instinct transformations. Super Saiyan 4 doesn't have the same sort of familiarity to the characters in the story as opposed to how they were portrayed in GT. Goku and Vegeta don't have clues, or even any hints as to Super Saiyan 4 existing, so they don't have any reason to discover the ability. However, there are other reasons why this transformation isn't in Dragon Ball Super. After all, the transformation works differently from the God Ki, Super Saiyan God, and Ultra Instinct transformations. Super Saiyan 4 doesn't have the same sort of familiarity to the characters in the story as opposed to how they were portrayed in GT. Goku and Vegeta don't have clues, or even any hints as to Super Saiyan 4 existing, so they don't have any reason to discover the ability. However, there are other reasons why this transformation isn't in Dragon Ball Super. Ultimately, the transformation of Super Saiyan 4 might not appear in Dragon Ball Super for the various reasons above, but also because it belongs to its own canon, and is usually difficult to fit into the story as it is right now. The transformation is, unfortunately, not going to be able to see the light of day for quite a while. Super Saiyan 4, for now, is going to be kept in spin-offs as well as video games to introduce the transformation as a bonus for fans. At the end of the day, Dragon Ball has provided a wonderful transformation, but said transformation just doesn't currently fit into the story without being contrived.